Fundamental Rights, Part 3, in Constitution, in English. 16. Right to live with dignity. 17. Right to freedom. 18. Right to equality. 19. Right to communication. 20. Right relating to justice. 21. Right of victim of crime. 22. Right against torture. 23. Right against preventive detention. 24. Right against untouchability and discrimination. 25. Right relating to property. 26. Right to freedom of religion. 27. Right to information. 28. Right to privacy. 29. Right against exploitation. 30. Right to clean environment. 31. Right relating to education. 32. Right to language and culture. 33. Right to employment. 34. Right to labor. 35. Right relating to health. 36. Right relating to food. 37. Right to housing. 38. Right of woman. 39. Right of child. 40. Right of Dalit. 41. Right of senior citizen. 42. Right to social justice. 43. Right to social security. 44. Right of consumer. 45. Right against exile. 46. Right to constitutional remedies. 47. Implementation of fundamental right. 48. Duties of citizen. 16. Right to live with dignity. 1. Every person shall have the right to live with dignity. 2. No law shall be made providing for the death penalty to anyone. 17. Right to freedom. 1. No person shall be deprived of his or her personal liberty except in accordance with law. 2. Every citizen shall have the following freedom: a freedom of opinion and expression. B. Freedom to assemble peaceably and without arms. C. Freedom to form political parties. D. Freedom to form union and association. E. Freedom to move and reside in any part of Nepal. F. Freedom to practice any profession, carry on any occupation, and establish and operate any industry, trade, and business in any part of Nepal, provided that 1. Nothing in subclause A shall be deemed to prevent the making of an art. 2. Prevent the making of an act to impose reasonable restriction on any act which may undermine the sovereignty, territorial integrity, nationality, and independence of Nepal, or the harmonious relation between the federal unit or the people of various castes, tribes, religion, or communities, or incite caste-based discrimination or untouchability, or on any act of disrespect of labor, defamation, contempt of court, incitement to an offence, or on any act which may be contrary to public decency or morality. 2. Nothing in subclause B shall be deemed to prevent the making of an act to impose reasonable restriction on any act which may undermine the sovereignty, territorial integrity, nationality, and independence of Nepal, or the harmonious relation between the federal units or public law and order. 3. Nothing in subclause C shall be deemed to prevent the making of an act to impose reasonable restrictions on any act which may undermine the sovereignty, territorial integrity, nationality, and independence of Nepal, constitute an ipso against the nations, or divulge national secrecy, or on any act of rendering assistance to any foreign man, or to undermine the security of Nepal, or on an act of sedition, or on any act which may undermine the harmonious relations between the federal units, or on any act of incitement to caste based on or communal hatred, or on any act which may undermine the harmonious relation between various castes, tribes, religions, and communities, or on any act of acquisitions of or restriction on membership of any political party on the basis solely of tribe, language, religion, community, or sex, or on any act of formation of a public political party with discrimination between citizens, or on incitement to violent acts, or on any act which may be contrary to public morality. 4. Nothing in subclause D shall be deemed to prevent the making of an act impose a responsible reasonable restriction on any act which may undermine the sovereignty, territorial integrity, nationality and independence of Nepal, or on any act which may constitute espionage against the nation or on any act of divulgence of national secrecy or on any act assisting any foreign state organization or representative in a manner to undermine the security of Nepal or on an act of sedition or on any act which may undermine the harmonious relation between the federal units or on any act of incitement to caste based or communal hatred or on any act which may be undermine the harmonious relation between various caste, tribes, religion and communities or on incitement to violent acts or and any on any act which may be contrary to public morality. 5. Nothing in subclause E shall be deemed to prevent the making of an act to impose reasonable restrictions on any act which may undermine the interest of the public in general or which may undermine the harmonious relation between the federal units or the harmonious relation between the people of various caste, tribes, religion or communities or which may constitute or incite violent acts. 6. Nothing in subclause F shall be deemed to prevent the making of an act to prevent any act which may undermine the harmonious relations between the federal unit or any act which may be contrary to public health, decency or morality of public in general or to confer on the state the exclusive right to undertake any specific industry, trade or service or to prescribe any condition or qualification for carrying on any industry, trade, occupation, employment or business. 18. Right to equality. All citizens shall be equal before law. No one shall be denied the equal protection of law. Thank you. God bless you. हजुरको एक्जाम सफल रहोस्. कन्स्टिट्युसन इन इङ्ग्लिस.